Oh boy, do I have a story for you guys. Yeah. Look, guy called me right there, cut grass that I know. I know him. I've sent him work here and there at times. He said, "Hey, yeah." He said, "Have you ever had a property where they want pictures of your setup, pictures of you actually doing the property. They want a bunch of pictures before they send payment." I said, "Well, I've known commercial properties do that. Like in my area, I don't know about y'all. My area, you will have some commercial properties where it's like a franchisee that pays all of the vendors, and like you would have to download an app. You would have to log in on the app while you're there. You have to take before and after pictures every time you come. And you would have to take a picture of you on the mower while you're mowing. Dumb jump." I said, "You got commercial properties like that?" I said, me personally, I don't fool with it. It's a guy I know. He goes and buys a newspaper, and he would take a picture of the property with the newspaper, showing them that, hey, this is a new day and it's getting cut again. I said, me personally, I wouldn't do it. And this is what he said. He said, "Well, I've been going back and forth with him to get my money, and I just told him don't worry about it." I said, "Yeah, sometime like that, bro, you just got to kind of cut your losses. Because sometimes they really don't want to pay." This is what he said. He said, "Well, the joke's on them because I busted back window." I said, "Man, what kind of window did you bust? Did you bust a regular?" He said, "A sliding door window." Oh, wait. Man, a sliding door window had been about $400-500. Me personally, if the repair don't exceed $1,000, I don't file it on my insurance because it's like, what's the point? So I said, "Well, bro, if you bust a back window, I wouldn't be trying to run down no payment, because from my understanding, he said he was gonna charge him 80. The guy only wanted to pay 60. So I don't know if he settled for 60, but bro, I said, man, I said, me personally, I would do the right thing and get the window fixed. Because you got to think, we in October and the guy just not need his grass cut. This is why I say I don't do one-time cuts. That could have happened to anybody. I'd rather that happen in an early spring, where I have the possibility of making my money back as the season progresses off that property. If we get you one-time cut in doggone October, I bust your window and I'm out of $600-700. And he was like, "Well, the joke on them, I ain't worried about it, and I ain't telling them." And he said, in my mind, it was already broke before I got there. Screw it. So it is what it is. And that's what nothing against him, but that's what you would run across in the lawn care, because the lawn care is bottom of the barrel entry. Same thing with a tree company. But man, if you call a man out to cut a tree down, the man says $4,500 to cut the tree and grind the stump. You find a guy on Facebook Marketplace willing to do it for about $1,600. I guarantee you he ain't got the same equipment. I'm gonna give y'all an example. When I went and bought my dump trailer and I was trying to get into the junk removal business, my first rental was from a tree guy who had struck out on his own, decided to go out on his own to hustle up some work. And he had got this tree job. He didn't have no heavy equipment. Only thing he had was a chainsaw. He didn't even have a vehicle. You could tell he was on drugs. Because when I went to drop my trailer off, I said, "Hey man, you got to sign this contract." And he was like, "Yeah, man." He said, "Man, I'm glad I found you, because I'm starting my own business with tree work, and I'm just trying to get everything off the ground." He didn't have no insurance. Only thing he got is a chainsaw and a drug habit. He cut that lady tree down. He didn't even have the money to pay me to rent my trailer. We had to go knock on the client door, and he was like, "Yes, ma'am, this Mr. Gibson, this is the guy that's gonna rent the trailer, but you have to pay him." And this lady talking about something, "Well, I need a receipt." I said, "Ma'am, if you're giving me cash, I don't have a receipt book." I said, "Now, if you go on your laptop, I can invoice you a bill online." "I don't do nothing online." "Well, you're not getting a receipt, because I'm not going to the dollar store and keep a flipping receipt book in my truck when you can get a receipt if you're willing to jump your pole living behind online." She didn't want to do it, so flip your receipt. And he was a pole mouthing tree guy with no kind of structure. Now this guy that bust the lady window, he going through a lot. The guy that just bust this lady, he going through a lot. And for him to shell out another $500 to fix a window, that won't really work in his favor. But clients need to understand, like, hey, you want the cheapest guy, and then something like this happened, you pay twice. You pay twice. When something like that, you pay twice. Because first of all, you didn't want to pay the man the money for doing the job, so he mistakenly bust your window, versus if you would have paid the man, he'd have told you, hey man, I broke your window, I'm gonna get this fixed for you. But since you screwed him over, he in turn screwed you, and now y'all both out of money. That's what happened. When you don't hire a professional the first time, and when you don't have rules and standards in place. For instance, that guy would have called me. I would have went and looked at the property. I'll say, hey man, it's gonna be $85 to get the grass cut. I'm thinking more of 60. Nope. No, it's 80. Okay, all right, I'll pay it. Go ahead. Well, I need you to pay the invoice because you live out of town and nobody lives here, and I've been screwed over before. So I'm gonna send you the invoice. As soon as you pay the invoice, I'll do the property. Well, I've been screwed over before. Hey man, listen, I don't care. I'm not losing no sleep if I don't cut your property, but you losing sleep because the grass is steady growing. So if you want to pay me before I do it, I do it. If not, just find somebody else. We both will sleep good tonight. I'm going to sleep good regardless. And that's how you handle that. But yeah, I've known a few guys to run off on a broken window. Me personally, I never have. Because if I run off on a broken window, I know it's only going to come back and bite me in the end. I don't know if y'all can see that navy blue dump trailer over there. That is a Diamond C dump trailer. That navy blue trailer is a Diamond C. There is no other dump trailer on the market better than a Diamond C. Diamond C dump trailer got 7-gauge floors, 7-gauge walls. It got the pump on the front of the dump trailer to stand it up in the front. You got top of the line tires when you buy it. Listen, Diamond C trailers are top tier. Diamond C trailers are the Bentley of trailers. And I got a load trail. I paid $14,000 for my load trail. If I wanted that exact same trailer in the Diamond C, I'd have been out about $18,000, $19,000. And I just got 10, I think I got 10-gauge floors and walls. Because I don't do, now don't get me wrong, I prefer 7-gauge. I really prefer 7-gauge, but it is what it is. That's what I got. But look, let me go.